You like comic books?
Comic books.
Comic books.
Comic books.
Comic books.
I'm quite keen on comic books.
Movies.
Movies.
Movies are movies. Stupid TV shows. TV shows. TV shows.
But what are some of your favorite TV shows?
Can be enjoyed as video games, as TV shows, books, movies, the entire world. Wholeheartedly embrace the apocalypse. Let's start the show.
Mute. It's always on mute.
We're done. We're ending the show. This is the last show. Why does it not on mute for me? I wonder if I changed the setting or something. All right, let me try that again.
You put it on the master setting.
Everybody to the Sunday edition of the Next Issue podcast. Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm good. I think I'm still catching up from we had a big ice storm in Dallas in the last weekend, the beginning of this week, and it kind of threw off my schedule for everything. Even though nothing really changed for me because I work from home, so it's not like I still went into work. I still worked all week, but just like my groceries are all out of whack. Like I feel like I'm constantly running errands to catch up on stuff.
It delayed my comic book pickup by a day because Wednesday was still kind of gnarly out there, especially because my shop is like, it's not in a big street, so like there was still even now if you go to the shop, because of the way the building is, the entrance is still covered in ice. Like the owner, like it's a building with multiple little shops inside or little businesses, whatever. The owner had to like make a path through the ice with a hammer, just so that people, because it's still like until it's like 50 for a while, that's not gonna melt. So
yeah, you got to get out there with like the hair dryers, just like
that's right. So yeah, so I was delayed. I matter of fact, I didn't even get to go to Titan. So I only have half of my comics. But
I did show up to my comic shop on Wednesday at like 11 something, and they were still closed. What I should have done is check social media or given a call first, but it's like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
15 on a nice day. So I just drove by and then I went, and so as I went back home, I came back home. They weren't open. I came back home, and then I checked online, and they were like, "Oh, we'll be opening later on today." So I just I swung back around, but I missed out on all the fun covers. I did get everything I wanted. I just missed out on all the fun covers.
Gotcha. Yeah, that happens sometimes, especially like this week when I don't get to Titan on time. I know I'm gonna be like, oh, missed out on a few things. So. But that's probably better for my wallet.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Because most of the stuff I really want, it's already on my pull list. So
yeah,
cool. Well, we have interestingly enough, yesterday we can start with this was the Royal Rumble. What did you think of the Royal Rumble?
I watched a little bit of it pirated through TikTok. People were streaming it on TikTok, so I watched a little bit of the men's Royal Rumble because I'd forgotten it was happening. I'd forgotten that. I mean, I like in my head. I mean, I knew it was happening, and I knew it was I knew it was in Riyadh, and I knew it was going to be a daytime thing because it was in Riyadh. But I just, I don't have ESPN, so I don't really care to like. I'm not going to go get it. Yeah, and I'm not going to get a Netflix. I mean, whatever the thing where people are doing a VPN. Yeah, that's too much work. I don't care that much.
But Stephanie McMahon wants you to get Shark VPN.
Stephanie McMahon should tell Triple H to make the booking better, so I want to get the VPN too.
Yikes. Yeah.
I wrote down let me see. Let me pull up the list because I wrote down who won.
Yeah. So I guess yesterday I'll fill you. We'll catch up on that too. I forgot it was at a different time. So all day yesterday, I was at my shop playing Riftbound. There was a what they call a skirmish. It's kind of like a store championship.
Mhm.
And I went in there with the intention because we had book club as well. So I was like, okay, this is 5 rounds, so it should take about 5 hours. Hello, Bethany in the chat. I was like, it's gonna take about 5 hours of playing card games. I'll lose early and then leave and then take a break, go to book club. I didn't lose early, Jeff. I did well, I did better than I thought.
Success was your greatest enemy.
Yeah, I underestimated myself. So much so that I didn't even plan to, I didn't even bring lunch or anything. I didn't bring a snack. I didn't think I was going to be there that long. And then we get to round 4 and I'm like, well, I still have a chance to make it to the top. I was like, damn, I can't give up now. So I ordered some food and ultimately I did end up losing. So I didn't make it to the top 8, but yeah. So then I got home. I sent you guys a message. I wasn't going to be at book club because I was dead. And then I was like, oh, let me turn on the Royal Rumble. And I was like, on demand. And then that's when it clicked. Like, oh, this was in Saudi Arabia. So it already happened. So I was like, now I got to stay off my phone for the next 4 hours.
But you know who won now, right?
I do. I did watch all of it. Well,
okay.
I did have it on in the background, which is the reason that I read so many books this weekend.
I need somebody to, because it looked, from what I saw, the stadium looked, I don't know how those chairs worked in the stadium, but everything looked absolutely empty. It looked like the bottom part of the bowl was full of crowds, but as you got further back, it just looked like empty seats. And I kept saying,
yeah,
I kept seeing.
I saw videos that there was actual people there, but just because the lights were so bright, I don't know if you remember the first Netflix show at that like the new arena in Los Angeles. They also have lights in the seats, so because of the lights, you can't really see the crowd.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm like, it just looks like there's a giant spotlight in the back of the seat, and they're just empty seats, just waiting. And I'm just like, I need to see one up close because my brain can't parse out what is actually happening. I'm like, why am I not seeing anybody moving? Why am I not seeing it just looks like an empty stadium? And everybody was like, there were people there that I saw on Threads or whatever who were like, no, the stadium was full. The stadium was full.
Yeah, I mean, it's only, not that it's small, but it's only 25 people. I mean, 25,000 people, not 25.
It's
only 25,000 people, which is like a big arena here. I think holds about maybe almost that, maybe 2/3 of that. So yeah.
Anyway, so we'll get into, let's see. So I don't know what order the matches went, but I can tell you that
you have them in the right order, except for the men's Royal Rumble was at the end.
Okay. So they started with the women's Royal Rumble, which Liv Morgan won. We got the return of one of the other Bella sister. I can't tell them apart. Brie. I heard that the crowd was very rude to Lash Legend. That they were yelling "Go home" or whatever to her. Apparently that was very rude.
Was she the heel?
I guess so.
She should be nicer to people.
Were there any other surprise returns for the women's? I didn't see anything else.
So part of it is half of the music is unrecognizable. Mm-hmm. I don't know who's coming out. I have to, like I said, I was reading while this was going on, so I have to look up to see. But there are some good spots. I think if they capitalize on some of the stories that they're kind of putting in there, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, I don't know. It felt weird too because everybody has, well, not everybody, because the women have to wear the different outfit than what we're used to, right? The full jumpsuit, which is really funny. I think if you go on Instagram, Maxine and some of the other ladies, they made a Power Rangers type of intro just because they were wearing a whole thing. It was pretty funny. So, but yeah, I mean, Liv Morgan finally, I feel like she's been really close the past few Rumbles, so good.
Yeah,
good for
and her. She's one of the top tier people, so it's good to have her back on top.
Now, is she going after Stephanie or after Jade? That's gonna be the. I'm thinking Stephanie McCare just because of the whole Raquel triangle, right? Raquel's been going after that title as well, so we'll see. And Liv eliminated Raquel.
Yeah, and I saw that she eliminated Raquel and like on purpose. It wasn't like an accidental thing. It was like on purpose.
It wasn't like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte who had like a whole vaudeville moment for the first 5 minutes of the show. Like,
So then we have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for, I guess, the World Championship. I can't tell the difference. Drew McIntyre won. That's all on SmackDown, which I don't watch anymore, so I don't. Whatever.
Gotcha. That was a good match. That was a solid match. People love Sammy. I love seeing Sammy struggle, and then still get his head kicked in. So it worked out.
Then we had the Gunther versus AJ Styles retirement match, in which Gunther retired AJ Styles, which I did not expect to happen.
Man. Yeah, I saw a post that said like, we've been watching his retirement tour all along, and then it highlights all the like big matches that he's been in the past few months.
Yeah. I think the going rumor, because when John Cena retired, usually when you retire and it's a big actual retirement, the wrestler will leave their boots in the middle of the ring or something of their gear in the middle of the ring. AJ almost left his gloves, but he didn't, and he walked out. So I think the going theory is that he's going to actually retire in TNT
TNA,
other TNA, which is where he got his big start.
Yep.
And that's owned by, is that WWE owned as well?
No, it's a separate company, but they do have a deal that they work together. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe he can get a few New Japan matches in, and maybe some TNA stuff, and then kind of go. I don't think he'll go to AEW because
I don't think so.
I feel like that's. I mean, he probably could, but then like I don't know if WWE be like, go over there and make a big pop, and then come back and work for us on the on the back end. But it was a good match though, man. Gunther's a beast, and AJ like, because you were like 90% sure that he was gonna lose just because of all the rumors, but there was that 10% of hope of like, oh, he's always got it. It was good. It was a good, probably the match of the night.
Well, and because AJ is kind of secretly a flat earther, I don't think it counts since he was on the other side of the planet. So he doesn't believe in that. So
he's only curious about it. He doesn't think that the earth is flat.
he just wants to know more. He's seeking more knowledge about it.
It is interesting that there's an ice wall all around the earth. I mean, right?
Yeah. You can't. Yeah.
That's why I watch Game of Thrones for most of the time, because there was a big ice wall.
I would watch AJ Styles travel show where he's just learning about stuff on the other side of the planet.
Get him with
him and Bryan Danielson together as a travel show. I would totally watch that.
So them two, and then they're hanging out with Bear Grylls, and they just like they go all over the place.
They go all over the place.
And Norman Reedus on their bike.
Yeah.
Like Norman Reedus on his bike, and they're all on a little sidecar next to him.
We got something for you, WWE. Come on, give us a call. And I guess the final match would be the Men's Royal Rumble, which is what I watched a part of on via TikTok, via piracy. And it was pretty good. It was. I thought it was. You know what? I thought it was kind of. The wrestling was fine. I thought story-wise, how boring.
Yeah. I mean, I love. The thing is, I don't like when I understand that these big guys like Obafemi, he's a monster, but like, I don't want him just quickly eliminating. Like, he was in the ring by himself a couple times, and I'm like, this is the same thing they did with Brock Lesnar years ago, and we were all like, what are you doing? But yeah,
and I don't. They did this. There were a couple of things where they did. Like, so they did him and Brock sizing each other up like twice in a row. Like, they size each other up. Somebody comes in and breaks up the tension because the counter clocks down, and they fight for that little bit, and then they're the only one standing again, and then somebody comes out again, and I'm like, no, you get it once. You don't get to do it 2 times in a row. That's dumb.
Right.
Or
also, at least like hit each other by the next one, right?
Yeah. Do something. Start something. I did I thought for a little bit that AJ would come back out and cost Gunther the match, because I thought that's how they'd get around the thing. But that didn't happen. So I was surprised that it was a very clean finish. but yeah, I think at the after Roman won, and then people are like, was he going to go after Drew McIntyre? Is he going to go after CM Punk? Which belt does he go for? I'm just like, I don't care. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. I guess I like Roman Reigns, but I feel like that match kind of weirdly encapsulates how much storyline WWE has kind of let slip through their fingers, where they're like, here's Roman versus Jacob Fatu, and then there's Roman Cody, and then there's just like all these like different spider webs that they can go down, and I'm like, but you've this path, like all the moments left.
Yeah. The other problem is that they're building a story with some other pieces, like they got Drew and Jacob and Cody, and then now you gotta just drop in Roman out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like I hate that they do that with Brock. They do that with Roman. Like they do that when Roman comes in. Like he should just come back to do like what he did earlier with the division or whatever. Oh, I guess the other interesting thing was, what's his name? Braun Breaker taken out by a mystery man in the hood. He was coming in at number 2, and we were all very excited to see him and Obafemi go at it because it's like 2 big boys. But that didn't happen. Is that Seth Rollins, or is it Austin Theory again?
Yeah, is it a swerve? They did the stomp that to make us think that it was Seth Rollins, but I was like, that's an ugly stomp.
I feel like it was. Yeah, I feel like if it was Seth, he would have revealed himself there to get the real pop, and then start something for WrestleMania. But I don't think so. I feel like unless he's playing hurt again, we fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, it'll be on Unreal.
Yeah, I'll find out about it later. How they wrote it into the thing. I think it's Austin Theory. I don't think it looked like Seth Rollins. I don't think it's supposed to be Seth Rollins.
Although he did have a hood that looked like he was trying to hide a beard, so I was like, could it be somebody else? Maybe it is Ricky Saints. That was the rumor that they were gonna bring him up to the Vision, and instead is Austin Theory. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Maybe it's Chris Jericho. Who knows?
It was also kind of cool seeing Cody in Powerhouse, or what is his name now? Royce something.
Oh, I don't know. I saw that on a. So I hadn't started watching it yet. So I just saw that on a clip, like on a.
It did when his music came on. It did say Powerhouse Hobbs on the screens, and then it changed to his new name. I think it's like Royce Cars or something like that. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, he's also a monster. Every time
Motorhouse Bobs.
Yeah. Whenever him or like Bobby Lashley, like they do like a spine buster, I feel like it really hurts.
Yeah. It's got to. Just, bam.
So
yeah. Well, I think
we'll see.
It was a thing. I think they need to get out of their Riyadh contract, because I don't think that's doing them any favors.
I think the Riyadh crowd is good, but they pop at weird times sometimes. Like, I feel like, I mean, look, it's really fun that Brie Bella came back, but like they gave her an ovation, like if it was Daniel Bryanson coming back or something. Maybe that's what they thought. Like, oh, if she's here, he's got to be here. I don't know. Felt like I'm glad she got the pop. But sometimes they just like, or they boo. I don't know. They boo differently than over here. Like, so I don't know. Maybe it's just they're expecting different things from wrestling than I.
It could be like how other countries get American stuff like 6 months later or whatever. They could just be way behind. They could just be like, oh, Brie Bella, she was just in like.
Well, with the Netflix thing, it shouldn't be, right. It should be worldwide now, but I don't know.
I'm just saying they could be behind.
We got to get that VPN to find out.
Yeah.
We got to get that VPN and then set our location in the Middle East and then figure out what are they watching.
They just watched WWE Vengeance from 2007, so they're really hyped.
Cool. All right. Well, let's move on to what we're here for, the main event. Before we get into comics, I just want to quickly run through a few things that I watched. So, and this was actually, two of these things were last Sunday. in the morning, well, yeah, in the morning, I think before we even got on online, and I didn't really talk about it. My dad was watching A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger and the gang. So I sat down
Vision.
and we were watching it together, which I love A Knight's Tale. And then he asked me like, so how come I haven't seen him in other movies? And then I had to kind of break it to him what happened with Heath Ledger. But then that got me in the mood. And then later on, I was like, oh, I should watch another movie. And then I was like, well, The Dark Knight's on HBO. So then I watched The Dark Knight, and man, what a great double feature. I love that movie so much. Like it's
It's fun.
I could probably watch it endlessly. So yeah, Heath Ledger, great actor. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon.
Yeah,
He could have been Skeletor in this new Masters of the
Oh,
Universe
man.
movie.
the nuance.
So much. We've gotten so much Jared Leto that could have been Heath Ledger.
Yeah. I wonder if oh man, that's crazy to think about. If we even would have gotten Jared Leto as Joker, if Heath Ledger was around, like, why would you even want to?
Yeah. Why would you
Why
want that
would you
Joker?
want to shift gears? The other thing I watch, and this is related to the comic book, so it's a good segue. This morning, I woke up and I was like, all right, I got about an hour and a half before the show. And then I read something this weekend that's coming out next week, the final issue. And I was like, I've never seen Event Horizon. Have you seen Event Horizon?
It's been a long, long time. I mean, I saw it when it was out in theaters, I think.
Okay, so like in '98, I think.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it since. I know it's.
Um,
I mean, I just remember it in my head. I don't remember much about it, and I think I get it confused with Sunrise,
Oh, Sunshine. Yeah.
Sunshine. Yeah. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
they're both kind of space horror movies, kind of, sort of.
So yeah, Event Horizon from 1997, directed by my favorite Paul Anderson, Paul W.S. Anderson. It's I watched it because this week we're getting the 5th issue of Event Horizon Dark Descent, the prequel comic from IDW. Now that was one of the things that I read because we got the 5th issue and I'm working on putting together a video for that. But I was like, I feel like now that this is done, and because it is a prequel comic, I should watch the actual movie because I had never seen it to see if I get any extra context out of it. I will say the comic does a pretty good job of being like a standalone thing that if you've never watched the movie, you can still really get into it. But then there's the extra layer of like, oh, there's only like one character I think that kind of crosses over from the comic to the movie. I don't want to give too much away, but you could probably figure it out because it is a prequel comic. But this movie is gnarly. Like,
Yeah, it's gross.
it's messed up. Yeah, it's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Maybe not the best thing to open up your Sunday with, but I was like, whatever. It's on Paramount Plus. I do prefer to watch scary movies in the morning or like during the day because I'm a scaredy cat. And I didn't know how far this was gonna push the scariness. It's not like jump scare or anything. It's just like horrible
It's like
shit happening to people.
It's a creepy and gross, and yeah, it's just
Yeah. Sam Neill. This is not the Jurassic Park doctor, Sam Neill that you know. Especially
this is like
towards the
really
end.
early Sam Neill too. Yeah, this is really early Sam Neill.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's got a great cast. Sam Neill's in it. Lawrence Fishburne's in it. Jason Isaacs. Those were like 3 of the people that I kind of recognize that we're still probably working later on. But yeah, it's great. I'm sad I did not watch it sooner because I think it would have been fun to do before the comic. So as we pivot into comics, I did finish Dark Descent, so I'll be talking about it later on this week. I'll do a full breakdown of the 5 episodes and kind of how it connects to the movie and all that. So
Nice.
now, do you have any comics?
It's
that
just
are
in
not-
time for Valentine's Day.
That's right. Yeah, just in time. Do you have? Well, I mean, there's a lot of red in both the comic and the movie. So,
Oh,
it
so there you
fits in with the theme.
go. The
You
theme.
might, I don't know,
Color
you
coordinated.
might see a heart on the table because one dude does get like he gets vivisected and then hung. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Valentine. Perfect movie for Valentine's
Perfect
Day.
movie for Valentine's. And then go read the comic. Now, did you read anything from prior to this week?
No, it's all new comics this week.
Okay, so let me hit
There's
a
a
few
large chunk.
So when you get a 3-hour SmackDown and a 4-hour Royal Rumble, that's 7 hours of me being able to read comics, and I read a lot. I read like 16 issues for next week. We have a lot of stuff coming, Jeff. And then I read like 20 more things. So let me start with I read Wild Animals. This is a Mad Cave Studio comic book. I made a little list on League if anybody wants to go check out a League of Comics. Just to kind of keep track of all the stuff I was reading, because there's some pretty good stuff. These are all things that we had on our comp list that just I hadn't gotten around to. But Wild Animals is a comic by Ed Brisson with Andy Kuhn on art from Mad Cave, and it's just a tale of revenge. So it's like this kid, he finds out that his dad was killed by what he was told were 3 corrupt cops, and now he's after them. But he's not like a John Wick type. He's just a regular kid. He's like 16 years old, so he doesn't know what the hell's going on. But I mean, I like Ed Brisson. I think he does good work. So this was overdue for me to read, because they sent us the trade a little while back, but the collection itself won't come out till February 17th. So it'll be just in time for me to also release something about that. Next, I'm gonna save this till the end because I think you have a lot to say about it as well. We can have an actual conversation about it. I also read Ghost Pepper Volume 1, Flavors of Ash. This is from Image Skybound by Ludo Lullaby and Adriano Lucas on colors.
I've heard good things about Ghost Pepper.
It's really good. It feels like a shonen manga. Like, it just feels like manga to me, and it's all about like this guy named Ash who's in this world that is under a delusion of who really saved it, but he's just like this super strong guy. So it's kind of that trope of like, can anybody even kick this guy's ass? But he's not looking for trouble or anything, just kind of trouble keeps finding him. And he teams up with Loloi, who's she has a food truck, and her secret recipe contains ghost pepper tracings, and Ash loves the dish, so that's kind of where the name comes from. But it's great. The trade paperback came out a couple weeks ago, and I finally got to read it. So yeah, I recommend it. It's an ongoing, but I read the first 5 issues. So
I saw your what you said. What reminded me of Kumail Nanjiani was on a podcast. I can't remember whose podcast it was.
Well, then there's so many now.
There's so many now. But he's talking about how he actually did not have to get as buff as he did for Eternals. He did that all on his own. Yeah. He got the job, and then he was like, he asked Marvel, he's like, can I buff up? And they were like, yeah, just don't go too crazy. Like, we hired you for you, not because, we want you to be like a super whatever. And so he's like, and I was like, when am I ever going to get the chance to have somebody completely fund somebody else funding me making myself over? Because Marvel would have paid for it, like all the dietitians and the workout stuff and whatever. And so he's like, I'm totally I'm totally taking advantage of this, which is why he got so jacked. And he goes, and the funniest thing I realized is like, he goes, I'm the same person. I'm still Kumail Nanjiani who loves playing video games or whatever. He goes, but now that I'm big, people will try to fight me, like, just because I'm big. Like, I'm not going out and being aggro, but like, I'll just be at a restaurant or someplace, and somebody will like bump up against me and try to go and fight. He's like, I just like, no, I don't want to. Like,
let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, all I've done is just, beef myself up. But there's something about that in some people where they like, I gotta fight that guy.
That's my payoff, the workout, because he's gonna star in the adaptation of Sex Criminals. That's coming to Prime. So I'm thinking he's gonna be the guy in the couple that has sex So we'll probably see a lot of him shirtless at least.
I've never read Sex Criminals. I need to. I have the first volume floating around somewhere, but I haven't.
I read the first trade, and it's very interesting. I mean, Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky, like that's just a good pairing. So
yeah.
It's really funny. Well, we'll probably talk more about it when we know more about the show. But it's funny that he's in shape now, and I did see some of those clips. But like even people respond differently to his stand-up because they don't think he's funny now that he's like super buff or whatever, or he's funny in a different way. So, all right. One more thing I'll talk about real quick. Star Wars Jedi Knights issues 1 through 5, which are collected in the first trade. This is by Mark Guggenheim and art by Madabik Musa Bekov. Ooh, apologies there. If you want just Star Wars, if you want a book that has all the Jedi, this is it. So many Jedi. Like people I've never even heard of. Nice. Yeah, and I read the first issue back when it came out, and I was like, oh, I need to catch up on this, and I finally got it. Finally had the chance to, but now I'm really behind because the first trade released in November. So I'll probably keep reading this too, but just I'm glad I finally got some more Star Wars comics. Now the one thing you can probably talk about, Jeff, I finally read the Tin Can Society 1 through 9. Dude, what the hell?
I love this book. This book is fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a small part of me that wonders if this wasn't pitched maybe as an Iron Man book at some point. And then Marvel was just like, nah, that's too much.
Probably when they got to issue 5 or 6, whenever that big reveal happens, they were probably like, no, I don't think we could do this in an Iron Man story.
Yeah. But I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. There's some stuff where I'm like, well, yeah, Tony should have like whatever.
This would be like a Marvel Max or something like
that.
Yeah,
definitely like that. It's definitely kind of if it were Marvel, it would be like the same thing where like Tom King took on the Vision and like like, and then Marvel. I feel like Vision should have been like a Max book or whatever, like an Elseworlds book.
Yeah.
And then they I guess Marvel retconned it into actual whatever. I love Tin Can Society. I love that it is the story. It's a story of a genius inventor who kind of makes himself an Iron Man. He's paralyzed, or he's got some kind of whatever. He's not paralyzed, but he makes himself basically an Iron Man suit to help him move around, to help his mobility. And then from that, he builds onto it and becomes a superhero kind of thing. But he doesn't do it alone. He has all his friends from like high school or from school that kind of helps him out. And then they break apart, like their life has just happened, but then something tragic happens and that brings them all back together. They have to solve this mystery together. It's just such a good, like the way they unravel it from issue to issue. It's paced very well. The art is fantastic.
Oh yeah, Francesco Mobili, my goodness, it's great. Like even if it was just a superhero thing without the mystery on it, like it'd be so cool. But I love how every issue kind of peels back a layer of the story. But then it leaves enough room. I can see now why this had to be 9 issues, because if it was just like a 6-issue thing, it would have felt really rushed. With this one, they were able to give each of the characters like their own kind of, though this is what I know, this is my story, and then we're going to talk about it and how it relates to everybody else. And then you have the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 issues to kind of wrap up everything and do the big reveal and kind of introduce some other aspects. The twist is weird, but it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It is a weird twist, but it's cool. And then you're just like, oh well, yeah. I don't want to say anything too much for anybody that might be watching.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything either. But I might do
I'll say babies are involved. So how about that? Yeah.
I'll do a more in-depth video probably because the trade is releasing in February 18th, so in a couple of weeks. Hey, another great Valentine's read.
Yeah, great Valentine's read.
Oh, great post-Valentine's.
There's babies involved.
There's a lot of sex in this book. Like more than I was expecting.
Yeah,
and if you're looking for a full dong, you get at least 1 panel of it. So there you go. Get you in the mood. But yeah, that's it. That's all the stuff I read. Thanks to WWE's events being so long. Now we can get into the stuff of the week, Jeff, and I'm gonna kick it back to you so you can start.
I don't see your pick of the week on the notes.
Oh yeah.
I just want to make sure
Interesting.
that it is not.
You know
one
what?
of the ones on the-
I think it's probably just the same one as yours.
Okay.
It was a slow week, but a lot of stuff was pretty good.
A lot of stuff was there's a lot of good stuff, but nothing like there's only I feel like the first 2 weeks of the year or like these first handful of weeks, like there have been some amazing comics. And this is like the first week where I've just been like everything's been good, but nothing's blown my mind. This is the way that the last sort of Crisis events did.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That Matt Fraction Batman. We got the wrap up of I forget what it was.
Everything dying. Yeah.
So everything has been just peak up until this point. And this is the first kind of dip where it's just dipped into good.
And it's like
really good.
It's like a minor dip too. So I don't want people to think that it's bad. It's just like you just can't consistently keep having banger after banger like that. So
yeah. It's good to have exactly. All right, so we'll start off with the Kids Are All Fight, the KO special. I had a blast reading this. I will say my favorite thing in this. So everybody, all the heroes are off dealing with this King Omega event.
Yeah,
all the major players are in the tournament. Everybody else is like on Earth trying to fight off parademons and like trying to keep the Earth from turning into the new apocalypse. Mm-hmm. And they stick John Kent on the Justice League satellite, Superman's son, to kind of babysit all the other superhero kids, all the other Nepo superhero kids. John's not pleased about it. The kids run off. John has to. My favorite thing is John's like, I messed up. I need to go find these kids. I can't find these kids. And he turns to Cassandra Cain, Batgirl, to help him find it. And I love that interaction between the two because I don't know how much interaction they've had, which is probably almost none according to this comic.
Yeah,
John goes to her and he's like, Damian really sticks up for you, and I just love their interaction. Like I absolutely love it when we see these kind of legacy characters interact for the first time. I'm not caught up with everybody's kid. I did not know that
Terrific.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know Terrific had a kid. I didn't know I knew they brought back a
kid and a sidekick.
And a sidekick from a time displaced sidekick.
Yeah.
Jake Garrick has a time displaced daughter.
Those may be from that Teen Titans Year One or whatever Mark Waid did with
JSA.
Yeah, one of those that brought in a bunch of this time displaced sidekicks back.
I think that was from the JSA, like is that Jeff Johns that's doing JSA?
Oh, maybe, but I think you're right.
He brought a bunch of like the sidekicks back in that book. I kind of like, what do we do? This is where I get into problems with DC because I'm like, you have so many characters that you've already introduced and you're not using them. Like Wally West has two, like one of them's in this book, but I'm like, Wally West has two Flash power kids. So why are you introducing a third? You also have Bart out there. You've got two Wally Wests. I was talking about original Wally West has two kids, but there's also younger Wally West who's a kid also. And I'm like, why? I don't know how many more little kid speedsters we need to add to the mix. Just use one of the ones you already have. But overall, I really enjoyed it. And it is a backdoor pilot, I guess you will say, for the new upcoming, what is it, Titans book, Teen Titans book or what? Yeah.
I don't know that you can say backdoor pilot on the internet, Jeff.
Backdoor pilot.
Yeah, it's great. I really like it. I think it's Jeremy Adams. Yeah, he's doing a lot of these. Jeremy Adams is doing a lot of these little things where he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna write fun comic books and you guys can figure it out. I'll leave it to the editors to sort out the details. But there's some like really fun scenes, like just like, I mean,
that I had a lot of fun. There was a little bit of awkward kid talk where you have like, oh, that's an adult writing a kid. Like,
yeah. But hey, you know what? I grew up reading that, so I don't like. I like it, and also, Static is back. Sorry for the spoiler, but like, that's a big deal.
Static.
He had kind of been out on his own because they were doing the Static book. So yeah, it's great.
I'm excited that he's back. I would like him to be. I guess he's going to be on the Teen Titans. I want him. I need him to have a bigger role.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, what you got?
Let me talk about Marvel Zombies Red Band number 5. This brings it all to a conclusion. I have a longer video on the channel about issues 1 through 5, but man, what a fun series. It was just like, it felt like a love letter to Marvel Comics, but we're going to throw zombies into it, and then you guys can, sort out the details. Like, they cover a lot of the big things, like one of the issues focuses on the beginning of the Marvel Universe, introducing the Fantastic Four and all that. But they're the one, instead of coming back with powers, they come back as zombies with powers. So that kind of kicks off the whole thing. So it's like an alternate timeline, but like Civil War still happens, but it's very different because the world's very different. Infinity Gauntlet still happens because you got to get Thanos involved. And then of course King in Black, because you see Knowles on the cover of this one. So yeah, it's fun. It's just like really crazy. Yen Bazaldua does some really gnarly stuff, and I really, really liked it. So enjoy that. The only problem is that you can only read it physically because they don't have digital versions of these Red Band comics. So
it's hard to put it's hard to polybag your computer.
Yeah. Well, and then you can't even find them like on the dark web or anything. Like unless somebody goes in and manually scans them, I guess.
Scans them. Yeah.
So
Absolute Wonder Woman, what is this? 16. Zatanna makes her official debut. Hayden Sherman art still great. Again, this is a new, it's even says it on the new story starts here. It says it on the cover.
Yeah.
It feels like the whole first part of the book is a kind of a, not necessarily a reset, but it's just showing where everybody is, kind of I guess a reset where we're like, this is where all the figures are on the chessboard.
Yeah, just like regrouping. Let's regroup.
Yeah. And then it kicks off kind of in earnest at the very end. So it's a pretty good issue, but again, it was kind of just like nothing. It's the beginning of a story. So I'm expecting big things next issue.
Yeah, I will say, like, Hayden Sherman still just doing some really cool shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I love this series, and it's a really fun introduction to a group that you may be familiar with, I guess, now in the Absolute universe. So, which makes a lot of sense now that when you think about it and put it all together. So yeah. All right. What else? Well, I guess since we're talking about Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman. This was almost my pick of the week, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to just pick Absolute Batman every time, which I probably could.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
It's a really cool book. I like that they're
part of them getting, hanging out, and you get this really cool art by Nick Dragotta. I like the way he draws Wonder Woman as well. Like the fact that she's taller than Bruce, it's really funny. Even though, he's wearing his big old boots. But also, it gives you an update on like Bruce and his friends and his group. I don't even know if they're still friends. They give him the business.
Yeah, you can definitely start to see their evil personalities pop up. I also I do like Bruce and Diana's relationship. Like they're not. I mean, they just seem like good. It's like the beginning of a Disney movie where the two cartoon characters kind of like the two animals kind of meet each other and they're like, oh, let's be friends. Kind of, sort of. They're kind of sussing each other out.
Oh, you have trauma. I have trauma. Let's bond over it.
Yeah, exactly. It's really fun to watch their relationship, and especially since you kind of know that in other iterations, there's kind of something between them. Sometimes they're kind of, and I think there's a little bit of playfulness with that in this book, but not really,
Yep.
So I really enjoy watching how they're cobbling together this relationship in this universe.
I did as well. Very good. All right, what else, Jeff?
The newest issue of G.I. Joe. you spend all that time catching up. Are you behind again?
No, I'm good. I'm on it. I'm on it now.
All right. We get the introduction to Roadblock.
I know.
Fan favorite.
Is he?
He's big.
Is he a fan favorite? I mean, he does carry that giant gun, so I could imagine.
Yeah, he's from the original. He's an OG GI Joe. He's the one who always speaks in rhymes in the original cartoon.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's also the chef in the original. Like that's not his role. He was a heavy gunner, but in the cartoon, he was the one always doing the cookouts and stuff. Usually,
somebody's got to cook.
Somebody's got to cook.
And he likes it. I like that little introduction, or I guess the maybe reframing of his origin, where he's just like, "Yeah, I'm a badass, but I just want to protect my community." Also, sending Tomax and Zaymot to like close a deal seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Those guys.
It's just dumb. Like bad call, dude. I hate those guys so much. I don't even know them that well. I just know that I hate them.
They are hateable. They're very punchable.
Yeah, for sure. What else? What else we got? The latest issue of Detective Comics.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like, it's weird when they do them like horizontal, but I'm not mad about it. Did you read this one?
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, we're kind of getting to the end game of this arc, at least for now, because we know things are going to change, right? Ivy's coming, Green Arrow's coming, but yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, Tom Taylor knows how to tell a fun story, and Bruce has run out of time in that suit.
It's a cool suit. I like that introduction. Yeah, it's a cool suit.
As an Azrael fan, it's a cool suit.
It's a cool suit. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's also fun that we're kind of like whoever the current crop of Batman writers are like, this is a Batman that likes to reach out for help. Like, he's not doing it on his own. So like you get all kinds of just tiny little Mr. Terrific's in this book. Lana Lang, who I guess is a scientist. I didn't know that. I don't pay that much attention.
She works with what's his name, John Henry Irons.
That's right. They're dating and stuff.
They got married recently.
Oh, they got married in that book. That's right. They got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of little cameos in this book. They're trying to fix Batman from his disease, and poor Batman. He just likes to create his own enemies all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Inadvertently making enemies left and right.
It does make me wonder, like, how young is this guy and how old is Batman?
Yeah.
He was sort of a kid / teenager when that happened to him, and I'm like, hold on a second. And I know that recently, even in Detective Comics, they give him that serum or whatever he's a little younger now, but still, it's weird.
I think that would be a good episode for us to be like, what ages are these guys?
How old is Batman?
How old is Batman? Because then you have to suss out how, like, once you pick one, then you can start like, well, then that must mean Damien's this age, Tim's this age, Dick is this age.
You have to really mess with that, because they compressed everything to 5 years. I think they've kind of undone some of that, but when the new 52 everything that happened, because Batman didn't reboot, everything that happened to all the Robins happened like in a span of 5 years.
This is why I'm like that. It didn't make any sense to me from the jump, or I was because they didn't want to touch Green Lantern, they didn't want to touch Batman, and they were like all that stuff. Like Jeff Johns had just gotten done setting up all new canon for Green Lantern, and they were like, no, all that sticks. They didn't want to get rid of it. But I'm like, you didn't give him enough time. 5 years is not enough time. It should have been 10 years. It should have been a decade at least. So, speaking of history in the DC universe, Harley and Ivy, number 3. This is a great book. This was almost my pick of the week. I saw that cover at Boomerang last night, and I almost picked it up, but I did not because I picked up something else. But
do it. Oh yeah, I love Yasmin Petrie's art. That's the main reason I picked it up, and it's shiny.
Yeah, you get Joker in this one, Harley, Ivy, some cops, good stuff. A lot of dead corpses.
The big 3.
The big 3. Yeah, Joker stacks a bunch of corpses for Harley in the shape of a heart,
Aw.
which I think is sweet. Very
Another
sweet.
great Valentine's read.
Another great Valentine's read.
Is this
it's a
our
great book.
Valentine's Day episode?
I think so. It is. And it became it.
Yeah, I can't wait to catch up. I think there's a couple more before the book wraps up, so I'm gonna get back on that for sure because I love Rick Henderson's work. Yeah, I'm not reading that one month to month. So
okay.
Okay, I have one more that I have physically and a bunch more that I've read. So we'll get into all that. So Justice League, what issue is this? 15. I picked up this really sexy variant cover, whatever they're calling it. Man, Terrific is going through some shit. That's all I can say, mainly. But it's really cool. I love that they brought back Airwave and all those time displaced heroes. So hopefully they can help out. But yeah, man, Terrific's going through it. And then there's a big twist on this one. I don't want to give it away, but I really enjoy that. And this also has a preview for the Kids Are All fight, in case you didn't pick that up and you want to at least get into it. But yeah, it's great.
How much longer do we have for this KO event?
Yeah, 4 and 5, so maybe 2. So I think 4 comes out in a couple of weeks, and then so maybe like a month and a half.
Okay, yeah, you can start to feel it ramping up to the end, like all these comics.
Wait till we go over our pull list.
I'm afraid.
You don't really feel it.
Wrestle Heist, the newest issue of Wrestle Heist.
I haven't gone to the shop to pick that up because that's on my other shop, but I did read it because we have it on comps. I think this is a Gravedigger issue, like so fun.
If you need to be reading this comic if you're a fan of wrestling in any form, like there are so many shout outs to like different little like wrestling lore. Like it's not about the actual people, but there's definitely a Kerry Von Erich reference in this. And there's I forget, there was like a handful that I caught where I was like, oh, they're talking about Kerry Von Erich.
If you cried at the end of the Iron Claw, you want to read this book.
yeah. There's kind of a Dominic Rey Mysterio kind of vibey couple of characters in here.
Yeah, there's fun stuff. You can tell Kyle Starks loves wrestling, and you can tell he just wants to do a fun book, because he's doing this one all pretty much on his own. I think he has a colorist, but outside of that, it's all him, right? Like his art, and all that. So
there's like the cool back matter in the stuff.
Yeah.
Where he like goes around asking his friends like, who's your favorite tag team? And so you get to find out like, I don't remember who he asks. Like Chris Condon's favorite tag teams are the new Legion of Doom, New Age Outlaws, Hardy Boys, the Brothers of Destruction, and Edge and Christian.
Oh yeah,
Jim Rugg, Brian Azzarello. So he's like asking all these people like what their favorite wrestling stuff is. And it's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love that. I love this book so much. It's like a really cool. Let me get away from everything that's like super full of continuity, and just read a fun book. So
yeah.
All right. Next, I read. I don't have it with me because like I said, I haven't been in the shop. From Dark Horse, I read the last issue of The Guy in the Chair. Did you finish that up?
No, my shop didn't get it this week, and so I don't know what happened to it.
Because I remember. I mean, we like I said, we have it on our comps, but it's fun. I think it ends in a very satisfying way. It is a very quickly paced comic. I really felt like it could have used one more issue to because I want to see more of the world. They set up a very interesting world. And then while we're talking about this book, I'm gonna just plug. I did a little preview for The Exorcism at Buckingham Palace, #1 from IDW. Dropped that on Monday from our friends at IDW. This book has tomorrow is the FOC for that book, so you want to order it by tomorrow. And the first iteration, The Exorcism at 1600 Pen by Hannah Rose May and Vanessa Del Rey, will be made into a film. They also announced that this week. So yeah. Good time to get into those. I'm glad I picked those up. I got that little ash can. I bet it skyrocketed in value. So yeah, good stuff.
Hannah Rose Bay is the same person that is writing Guy in the Chair too.
She's co-writing it with I forget the name of I think he's an actor. But yeah, it's that's why I brought it up. Yeah, I guess I should have connected the dots for everybody that doesn't look at all the credits like we do.
I didn't realize that the co-writer of Guy in the Chair is
he's the lead on Ghost, that CBS show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense because it feels like a pitch for a TV show.
Feel like a pitch for like, oh, I could play this character. Wink, wink.
Yeah. So,
what else, Jeff?
What else? I've got 2 more that I've read.
Go for it. I got a couple more too.
Superman.
Oh, I did pick that. Did I not get Superman? You know what? No, I didn't, because the cover that my shop had was not the one I wanted, so I was just gonna try to pick it up at the other place. But I did read it. Not the biggest fan of this art, I will say, and that's only because I am looking at Dan Mora covers, and I know what this book can look like.
Is this Izaki? Who is this, Izaki?
I think there's 2 guys. Eddie Barrows, I think, is one of them.
Eddie Barrows and Ferreira. It kind of reminds me of oh gosh, what's his name? Mike Deodato Jr. a little bit.
It's just very different from what I'm used to seeing on the book, because Dan Moore has been on it for so long.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But I love Superboy Prime. Superboy Prime's awesome.
Yeah. I'm ready for him to take over the book for a little while.
I'm really, and I think I've said this on the podcast before, I would be really intrigued with when he interacts with Jason Todd and Connor Kent. Like, he killed Connor like back in the day. So I want to know if they're going to get those 2 together.
Yeah, I hope they do. I feel like Joshua Williamson likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Another book that came out this week that wrapped up a series, Blink and You'll Miss It, number 5. This is from Boom Studios. I don't have it with me because, like I said, if I don't have it with me, it's because I haven't been to that shop. I guess I'll just put that as a blanket statement. But Boom Studios did send us the last issue. I have a full video for the full series on the channel, but it's great. It's just like a really weird sci-fi romance kind of thing. So I recommend it. Now that it's done, I think the collection comes out like in March or April. So yeah, make sure to check it out. It's by the same writing team that's doing Marvel Zombies Red Band. So, and they did Kill Your Darling. So yeah, you know it's gonna be good stuff.
Nice.
Well,
the last physical book I have read for this week is Void Rivals. Latest issue of Void Rivals 26. The Quintesson War is in full effect. We get to see the Quintessons like come down to the planets.
Finally, they're gonna leave their little clubhouse.
They're gonna leave their little clubhouse and start bossing people around.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nice. Let me see. I think that's. I guess I read one more thing. I read 2 more things, actually. 3 more things.
Go for it.
The first one, you do have it on your list that you picked it up, so if you can show it. Malevolent, number 1, by Justin Jordan and John Bevins, I think.
John Bevins, yeah.
It's pretty fun. I didn't know what to expect going into it. I read it because we had it on our comps, and I was like, all right, let me get into it so I can make a video about it. Yeah, I feel like this will read better to me collected, or at least in different arcs. I don't know if it's an ongoing or just a miniseries, but yeah, I recommend it. If you like high action packed comics, I think this will satisfy that.
I picked it up at book club last night. I don't know anything about it. It was just on the shelf at book club. And I was just like, looks good enough to me.
I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Also, Bug Wars, the Spider Witch special. Jeff, if you can hold that up for us, since I don't have mine yet. It's very cool. I really like this book. I love Bug Wars.
It's
and
a great book.
This is a fun way to give you more of the world and also kind of get you prepped for the second arc. It does both things because it contains 3 different stories. One of them, which is written by Mahmoud Asrar, who's the main artist on the regular series, and the other 2 are by Jason Aaron. So, yeah.
Do you read all this stuff? Do you read all the
Oh God, no.
There's a lot of it in the book. Like there's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, they Jason Aaron loves putting a lot of back matter, and I feel like they're both working on this really cool. I do look at the little diagrams of the yard and all that stuff in the back, but I don't.
I've not read it. Usually when the back matter is like super thick, I'm just like I'm gonna get to. I think to myself, I'll get to that later.
Yeah,
and then I never go back to it.
Also, I read. You probably don't have this book, but I read the Witcher Bloodstone #1 from Dark Horse. I like these little 4-issue Witcher stories, even though I'm not like the Witcher's not at like the top of my stuff all the time.
Yeah,
it's just cool. Like it feels like reading Hellboy. They have very similar approaches to stuff. It's just like this is the guy that can fix your problems. There's a lot of lore, a lot of mythology. They introduce a Gorgon who's like that Medusa type of being.
Yeah.
But in this world feels like it shouldn't fit because this is like Nordic mythology. So it's really cool. So yeah, but these are so much better once the whole story's done. Just the same way that I like to read my Hellboy stories.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, The Amazing Spider-Man Annual 2026. I mainly read that so I could make a video. But
crap on it.
No, it's actually, the main story is pretty cool. It's written by, who's that? Damn it, I had it in my head and it just slipped. Saladin Ahmed. He does a really fun story with a new speedster. I forget his name. Rapid, I think is his name. We had met him a little while back, and he's just a regular dude that happened to get superpowers, and now he's Spider-Man's trying to mentor him. The only thing I don't know is when this book takes place, because this is Peter, and Peter's in space. But I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna care about that. And then they have to face off against the villain is like a streamer, so she streams all her shenanigans. It's fun. And then you get to the second story, and that one's not as much fun because it's connected to all the stuff that they're doing. I was like, all right, well, at least we had. It's only a small story, so like the 22-page story is the main thing, and that one's fun. So, but I did have to judge it when I give it a review. I like, well, it's gonna lose some points because you're making me read this other part. So
it's got current day Spider-Man junk in there.
That's right. Get your spider junk out of my face.
Get your Spider-Man.
Okay. And you want to show us the stuff that you haven't read? If you have anything else,
I have books that I have actually not read this week for the first time in weeks. I did not get to everything. Feral, the newest issue of Feral. Feral continues to be good month after month, and apparently something big happens after this issue. Everything changes.
Well, I think Battle Beast joins the book from what I've seen online.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I guess he's kind of like a big cat, so he fits in the world.
Yeah. The newest Absolute Martian Manhunter. I haven't had a chance to read this yet.
Yeah,
I put that on the. I'm like, I need time and space for my head before I dip into that.
Yeah, no, that one I'm reading as a trade. So
Absolute Flash. I've not had a chance to pick that up or crack that.
Yeah, I'm also reading that one.
The Harley Elvira, the newest issue of Harley Elvira.
Very nice. Very nice.
I just really love these covers. Whoever that is, Ben something, I can't remember.
Templeton? Ben Oliver.
I don't know. I thought they would say.
Does it say in the back? Maybe. I think usually
it says cover D.
No, well, that doesn't help.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anything else?
That's everything I have, except for my pick of the week. That's what.
I have two books that I haven't read. Justice League Red.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like that cover.
Great cover. By this one does say by Stephanie Hans. That's why I picked it up. I'm not really reading this book right now, but I want to
be almost over. I feel like.
Huh?
I feel like it's almost over, right? It's a mini, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think this one or this. I think it might be 6 issues. Oh, this is the 6th issue. This might be the last one actually. Then, and then also, Punisher Red Band. I haven't read. I haven't even cracked it open. But I'll be getting to that because this book is really good. So okay.
I also did pick up.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
read it, but I did pick up Historia last night.
Ooh, is that what did they pick for next month? Week 3?
Week 3 finally
Okay.
won.
The sad God, they're gonna be so sad. They don't know what they picked. Oh, and I
But
guess
we've,
are they getting the compact editions for that one?
yeah,
You know?
they got the compact editions.
Makes
Yeah,
sense. That's
and
great.
we pitched this at our book club. I feel like 3 or 4 times at least. So it was time for it to win.
I guess I just don't know how much conversation we're gonna get about it. Also,
I picked,
for anybody from the book club that's watching, I feel like you guys rated Exquisite Corpses way too low for my taste. So
we did a book. Our book club book for last month was Exquisite Corpses, the first trade, issues 1 through 4. Everybody's not complaint, but criticism was there are way too many characters. Because there's 13 rich people, 13 killers, and then all the townsfolk. So it was hard for them to keep up with everybody, which is kind of my complaint too, honestly. And then that it was, I think most people were intrigued by the switch off method of like James Tinian's writing this part, but then they're bringing in another author to write maybe the interstitial in the town stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how it's really working, I guess. But everybody thought it was good. It was just kind of there. It wasn't mind blowing or anything.
No,
like
I had
that.
to do a high score because I knew it was gonna get at least one really low score.
Yeah, well, Sean's always there for
Yeah, I had
for
to counteract
to give out the 0s and 5s.
Yeah, it's weird. There's no middle ground.
No, there's no middle ground.
Thank
Everything's
you.
great or it's disgusting. Pick of the week time.
Let's do it. Oh, I did have it. Where did I put it?
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah.
The brand new Iron Man #1.
Same for
written
me.
by Joshua Williamson. Art by Carmen Canero. It's a fun, for me, this was a fun throwback to classic Iron Man, classic Tony Stark. It is there's even a callback to classic Tony Stark at the beginning of the book. It reminds me of that early Iron Man David Michelini runs that I used to read back in the late 80s, early 90s. It reminds me a little bit of the Matt Fraction runs, where Tony is a millionaire again. Thank God.
Finally. Oh, thank God. We need more millionaires in our comic books.
We need more millionaires in our comics. He's a playboy inventor. You know, he's kind of
Philanthropist,
off the cuff,
everything.
philanthropist. Yeah. It has a kind of spy vibe to it, a little James Bondy, with his superheroics. Got a great twist ending. I'm pumped. I did not read the last Iron Man run. I read that first issue where they made him poor again, and I just was out.
The problem is that it happened after the last series had also just made him poor again. So
yeah, the Jerry Dugan before that one, which had him kind of tied into the fall of Krakoa stuff.
yeah,
I really like that because that's where you get the Tony hooks up with Emma. They get fake married. And it kind of turns into a real relationship.
Mhm.
And it was a fun Iron Man book.
Mhm.
Prior to that, I don't really remember what was happening with Iron Man, but it's been a while since I've enjoyed a good Iron Man run. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Normally I don't like champion when comics like make stuff feel like the movies, but because I love Iron Man so much, that first Iron Man movie, this feels like that Tony feels like that tone, like this, this Tony, the problems that he's having feel like that. You even have Melinda May, like the Shield agent. I don't know if there's Shield and around still anymore, but she's working with him, and obviously I love her from Agents of Shield, and I was really glad when they brought her in. Now there's a few covers that keep hinting at her becoming Rescue, or putting on the Rescue armor, which I think it's a fun thing. I like this book a lot, and Carnero's art is so good. Like the way that she draws the armor when he shows up in that bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way that she draws Madame Mask, like Madame Mask, what a cool villain. Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of mystery, and I kind of like the premise of like she's just trying to create the next Tony Stark because he's the ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
It's such a cool premise. Like, yeah. It's a fun misdirect too at the beginning because you don't know what's going on. So very cool. I'm very excited. Joshua Williamson. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good. So I didn't realize how much I was gonna like it.
Yeah, I think people should give it a shot. I'm part of a Discord server from people that I've met on TikTok, another Discord server. And they were kind of in their little comics chat room. They were kind of like, I didn't really read it. They were like, kind of crapping on Iron Man. I kind of hopped. I don't get in there very often, but I hopped in and I was like, look, I liked it. Joshua Williamson has been killing it over on DC. Like everything he's done, I really enjoyed. So I have faith that he can
listen. You nerds, you're reading.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just enjoy it. Just sit and enjoy it.
Just vibe. You gotta vibe with it, man. Sometimes you just gotta vibe. So cool. Well, great. That was our pick of the week. Let us know if your pick of the week, if you're watching this later on in the comments. Jeff, do you want to go over our pull list so we can get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it. I haven't even looked at it for this week. And you've already scared me off from it. So
have I?
Yeah. My wallet is terrified.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yours is looking $77 so far in yours. So here's your pull list.
Green Lantern, Superman. I'll read it off those things. So we got Absolute Green Lantern, Superman, the regular Superman. Yeah.
You need the headlamp.
I need the headlamp. Place headlamp. Absolute Superman, the second part of the Avengers finale, which God, that first issue was
it's 3 parts, right?
It's 3 parts.
Okay.
And I'm just begging for it to end. Sorry, Jed McKay. Matt Fraction's Batman. What is that? What are the boss battles? Oh, that's that boss battle.
Yeah, you even have the Patrick Horvath cover.
I asked my shop to order that one specifically for me.
Yeah.
The newest Night Fight, which I think is the last issue of that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AEW.
AEW. Is this my pull list or is this yours? I don't know if I had that on mine.
No, this is yours.
Really?
I mean, I also have it, but hold on. Whoops.
Maybe I put it on there just because I was just like, well, maybe I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Our pull lists are very similar this week, actually.
Yeah. I want to check out that Dork. It looks cool. I don't know anything about it. It feels like high fantasy kind of stuff. But comedy.
I feel like it skews a little younger than I like to read because I started reading it because MH sent us the book and I started reading it and I was like, I'm gonna have to come back to this because I just got through Dark Descent, so I'm not in the headspace to pivot this hard.
Night City. I think that's Matt Kent, which is why I threw that on there because it's Matt Kent.
It's really good. I got
it.
Like,
okay.
I'm telling you, I read a lot of books this weekend in preparation for next week. It's really good.
I might check out this Colossus Magic book. Is it good? Have you read this one yet? Yeah.
No, I haven't. Marvel.
Okay.
Answer my emails.
Oh, that's what Marvel doesn't like sharing. I go back and forth because I one of my complaints is that Marvel doesn't give a lot of characters their new books, but then I'm like, well, if you're going to give them the new books, I guess I should try them out. So I'm going to try them out.
And it's like new, but it's like this is just a continuation of the previous Magic series. So I'm like, did you really have to reboot it?
It's like they're Scarlet Witching it.
Yeah.
But I heard good things about that Magic series, so
it's good. I that's why I want to read it because I love Magic, and
I also like that they're bringing their for being siblings, they don't hang out very often, and in fact, since the Krakoa, I really don't understand what Peter's I feel Peter has changed the most since Krakoa,
yeah,
because they completely changed his it feels like they completely changed his origins. Like he's still from Russia, he's still, you know, organic metal, whatever. But I feel like they took away a bunch of like his. Does he still have a past with Kitty? I don't know.
Yeah,
like
his previous motivations are weird, and he's been through the ringer too. Like he almost got married to Kitty, but then didn't.
Yeah, and I don't even know if that stuff is, like I said, I don't even know if that stuff is still canon anymore.
Yeah,
so I don't
know.
So I'd be curious to read what their relationship is like. The Jed McKay Nova series has been pretty good. Storm picks back up again. It's another one that was going before and then just relaunching it. What is this? The Superman? Oh, this is their Superman. This is the Valentine's specials.
I would tell you this. I don't know why this is a Superman book. This is a book about the Creeper and Livewire.
Oh, maybe that's why I picked it up, because I was like, I don't know much about, because it was weird because it's about the Creeper and Livewire being in a relationship.
Just about the Creeper and Livewire. It's that Superman. It happens to be in it. That's it.
Who's writing it?
Good question. I don't remember. Hold on. It's Leah Williams. That's Iguara.
Okay,
Yeah. This is like, this was too big of a story to put in the Valentine's anthology, that Supergirl Next Door book that came out last week. So
this gets its own Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
The new Thundar, which we talked about yesterday, and the next issue of Ultimate Endgame, which is not the Ultimate Endgame because it's just whatever. They've already announced
something else. Yeah.
Ultimate Restart or whatever it's called.
Yep. Well, let's see if I can add some books to your pull list here, Jeff. So I also have the Absolute stuff. I think you might enjoy Archie, Army of Darkness crossover. Batman. I did get a chance to read a few of these for DC. Batman was a banger. The White Knight comes out in compact comic form.
I've never read any of the White Knight stuff, so it's good that they're doing that in compact.
Yeah. Cruel Universe, still great. And then Boss Battle. So this is why I was saying that you can tell that they're ramping up to the end, because you have Boss Battle, Night Fight, and the DCA. Well, I guess the DCAEW doesn't really count as a part of the DCKO, but those two, Boss Battle and Night Fight, really like turn things up to like, we're coming, like we're coming for the end. So I'll probably check out Dork. Like I said, I did get a chance to read Dark Descent, so that was fun. This book keeps getting delayed. The Gargoyles, the Darkwing Duck crossover, so we'll see. Godzilla, the new issue after the death of Godzilla, this kicks off a new arc. Night City, like I said, it's really.
Are they going to bring back 4 Godzillas? Like one's a cyborg Godzilla, and one's a
Mecha Godzilla. Yeah.
And then Godzuki's the last one.
So I wanted to ask, since we were talking a little bit of Godzilla, and I think you know a lot more than I do when it comes to it. What is the deal with? Is it Biollante?
Biollante. That's
later
Godzilla.
Oh, that makes more sense. Biollante, because it's like a plant.
Yeah. I think he's is he the one? He's more of a. It's like an environmental kind of monster, I think, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That's one of the later ones. So I as a kid, I watched all the Toho ones that I forget. They all have their eras named, kind of like Taylor Swift. Yeah. They all have their eras. So anything from like the 60s through like the early 80s, like that's my peak Godzilla knowledge. Okay. That's like super cartoony Godzilla also.
Yeah.
He takes a bit of a more serious swing after that. And then it's been nothing but serious ever since.
Interesting. Yeah, there's hints there, and I was like, "Is this what it is?" And I had to Google some stuff, but yeah, like I said, Night City is really good. Love Ignited is the anthology for Valentine's Day for Ignition Press. We've already covered Magic and Colossus. Marion Heretic #4. This might be the penultimate issue, at least of the arc, I think, because the collection only collects the first 5. I love this book though. That none can do no wrong. I'm surprised this wasn't on your list. Planet of the Apes, Fantastic Four crossover.
I'm not a huge Apes guy.
Oh, interesting.
I know. Sorry, I had to say that while Josh and Clay aren't here, but
yeah. This is a safe space.
I mean, I like the apes fine enough. It's just not. It doesn't really move that much of the needle that much for
Okay.
me.
Well, I like them. I like the Fantastic Four, and I like Josh Trujillo, who's writing this. So I'm gonna check it out. I do not. I'm definitely not picking up the main cover because I try not to pick up Greg Land covers. So we'll see what I can find.
That's right. That should give Jeff Spokes more work. Replace Greg Land with Jeff Spokes.
That's right. Ripcord #1. I think this is a new book by Cullen Bunn from Ignition Press. Is this Cullen Bunn? Yes. That's why I want to pick it up because I know he does horror really well. Storm, Superman, the Supernatural Valentine's Day special. It's really fun as well. I'll do a video about that later on. Turtles TMNT. TMNT Godzilla crossover. This is my TMNT corner because we have also the Battle Nexus, Thunder the Barbarian, the latest Twilight Zone, which is pretty intense. Ultimate Endgame, Ultimate Wolverine, and the regular Wolverine. So yeah, big week. I mean, according to this, is $165. I don't know that I'll pick up everything, but I'm reading a lot of this. So there you go. Yeah, this sometimes weeks get out of hand, and I got to make game time decisions as to where to make cuts. Jeff,
got to cut some of them. You gotta play Jeff Bezos and cut 1,600 jobs.
Oh boy, yeah, like my comics. Sorry guys, but there it is. There you have it. We did a show, a fun show. I hope. Very excited to see where we go from here. I need to email a few people because I wanted to see if they would come on the show. And one of those people was Josh Trujillo, who's been on the show before, prior to Jeff joining us. So maybe we can get him on the show to talk about apes, and then he can sell you on it.
Yeah, he can sell me about the apes.
Yeah, look, this guy, he didn't want to read your book, but tell him why you should. So.
Also, he hated your Blue Beetle run.
Oh, damn. I love that Blue Beetle run.
No, I like the Blue Beetle run.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we shouldn't have you on that show, Jeff.
I was there with him for the Blue Beetle show.
Okay? Go.
Yeah,
good. I wasn't sure of the timeline, what the timeline was on that. So, well, there you have it. We did a show. We got a show done. Let us know in the chat. What are you looking forward to the most out of all this? What is your pull list? Join us on League of Comic Geeks. I've been really active on it, so hopefully, I've gained a few followers from that. I just kind of post every once in a while. This is instead of Discord, this is where I post. And instead of a secret comic book TikTok Discord, I post on here.
You post for the masses. I post for the few.
Yeah. I also feel like sometimes the people on TikTok could be a lot younger, and I don't want to get into a fight and be like old men shaking my fist at the clouds.
I try to be very cognizant of these are all new. I mean, and I love new readers.
I love hearing their opinions because they're like, sometimes
opinions.
I'm like, oh, you guys read comics differently, and that's interesting. So
yeah, and it's fun to look at things with new eyes, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Also, like people that I love, I follow a few people that are like hyper niche, like they only focus on a very specific character or a very specific family of characters, and sometimes they don't get enough books to talk about. So sometimes a lot of their content is just complaining that they tease you with things that are coming up, and then they kind of take them away. You know, like I know exactly how you feel because I have those characters that are, for like that for me. So they just go back and read old stuff.
I follow my people who have they're like, my favorite character is The Question or Green Lantern or not Green Arrow or whomever, Black Canary. The only issue I get into is sometimes who your toxic fans are pretty easily. You know who the ones who aren't. But sometimes there are people who are, I would say, go in the positive category. They're not trying to talk anybody down.
I think they make a solid argument that I still kind of disagree with. That's the thing sometimes. But I can see how they backed up they're not just yelling to enrage people. They actually make good points. But I'm like, yeah, but I still like how dumb comics are sometimes. So
But there's all those we've talked about there's all the Tom King haters.
Oh yeah.
I follow like, and some of them are like they're generally very nice people, but I'm like, I wish you guys would stop talking about how much you hate Tom King writing Wonder Woman and instead just talk about the Wonder Woman that you do like.
Yeah.
Like, stop bashing.
That doesn't get clicked, Jeff.
It does. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm never gonna get a huge following, because I'm not whatever enough.
We need Jeff Corner.
Yeah, you don't want to get me. You don't make me angry. You don't want to see me angry.
He turns into a soda bottle from Brazil.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my TikTok.
There you go.
Rant.
Yeah, but yeah, go find your own communities on wherever you are.
Wherever
League of Comic Geek seems to be pretty fun.
Yeah. Go find somebody to spy on you. Go find one of these social media sites to take all your data.
Give them all your data. Give them all. If we all give them all our data, they can't parse through it all. And then if they put their AI on it, they're gonna get like really bad results. So there you go. We win either way.
My job is now to try to teach AI some morality in every single post that I do. So this is for the AI. And I'm
Good
going
luck.
to teach it something that is moral.
Good luck.
I need you to learn this.
Coming up on the channel, we have, like I said, I read a lot of books this weekend, so you guys are going to see a lot of videos about random things, and then some stuff that's coming out timely. So we'll see how I parcel these out. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow Jeff on TikTok if you want to hear some fun takes about comic books, and then also just watch him bag and board his comics.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see me dancing too.
Sometimes. Not too often. It's man. I think about it and I'm like, how do they get the moves to, because you got to cut it. Like if you're switching books and stuff, you got to edit it. I'm like, that's tough. So no, I'm not into that as much. Well, great. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
The most important thing in life will always be
Hail Bebo.
Twitter loves you.
Simon Sander, get the fuck out.
All right. Bye.
Get out of here, you weirdo.